Hello, divas, diamonds, and dolls. Welcome back to our YouTube channel, Femininity with Mama Gal. Today, let's talk about keeping a man on his toes. This question comes from Alexandra, who says, I am curious. Women often say a man stops chasing and hunting a woman once he gets her. Women say that to keep a man, you must keep him on his toes. What do you think of that? How do I keep him hunting without burning myself out? Great question, Alexandra. Let's tackle that. First and foremost, Mama Gail does not believe in keeping a man on his toes. The only way you can keep a man on his toes if he is a male ballerina, dancer, and you are a dance instructor. That's a different. You can keep him on his toes. Other than that, you cannot keep a man if he does not want to be kept. Point blank, period. Now let's talk. You can keep a man interested. How do you keep a man interested without burning yourself out? Good question. You keep him interested. The same things that it took for him to get you, for you to get him, keep it interesting. This is what he fell in love with. This is what he wanted to be with. This is what he wanted to build a relationship on. The experience that he experienced with you in the dating phase, in the getting to know phase. The chase should not be over just because you're in a relationship. When we are not being naggy, aggy, calling, trying to keep the relationship interesting by picking up the phone and making sure we're constantly calling him and wanting to know where he is and trying to make things happen and things of that nature. It's a turnoff for a man. How do you keep it interested, Mama Gail? You keep it interesting by investing in you, taking care of you, being authentic to the relationship, staying affectionate. Men need affection and they appreciate affection just like women do. Speaking his love language. In a relationship by now, you should know what his love language is. You should be investing in finding out what his love language is so that you can speak it fluently. You should be consistent in taking care of you, loving you, investing in you, taking time away from him to spend time with you, your girls, your hobby, your interests, whatever. A man loves to see a woman invested in herself. If you are going to keep anybody on their toes, keep you on your toes. I don't believe in you can keep him on his toes. When we talk about keeping a man on his toes, usually it comes with playing games, mind games. I have to keep him on his toes to let him know that somebody else wants me. Somebody else is interested in me. Oh, this joker asked me out. This, that, and the other. When you start playing those little kitty games, instead of allowing your relationship to just flow and be what it is because you are authentic and real and true to who you are, you end up losing the game, honey. You may end up losing the game because now you're playing these little games, and if he feels like he have to compete with somebody for your attention, because you are trying to keep him on his toes. Remind him of who you are. Remind him of what he has instead of you continuing to show him. To keep things spicy, to keep your relationship interesting, to surprise him and do little beautiful things. And I don't mean buy him gifts and things of that nature. That's a turn off for a man, a masculine man anyway. By surprising him, invite him over. Don't let him know why he's coming. Cook him a nice dinner. Have food on the table. And I'm not saying make this a regular, everyday basis where you're giving him marital privileges before you're married and things of that nature. No. I'm saying be spontaneous. Surprise him. Do it every now and then. Date night, when you know you're going to get your freak on, get you some cute little lingerie, something light, bright colors. Men love curves and they love colors. Get you some red or some pink lingerie and turn it up in the bedroom. Keep it spicy. Keep it interesting. You won't burn yourself out by being true to you. You won't burn yourself out by making sure that you have me time, celebrating yourself, making sure you're consistent, on point, taking care of you, staying on your toes instead of worrying about him, whether you're going to keep him, whether he's going to stay. Just let the relationship flow. You won't get burnt out. He'll respect the fact that you are willing to invest in the relationship, and he will stay where he wants to be. Respect is big in the relationship. You respect him by staying consistent, keeping him interested in the things that caught his attention, that is keeping his attention. Keep it interesting. Be mysterious, surprising, stay affectionate, care about what he cares about, listen when he talks, be his sweet spot. Don't be controlling and trying to control the relationship by making sure you have to call and you have to text and you have to keep in contact. It's good for a while, but if you're the only one doing it, you have to drop that ball and let it go. Don't be aggy and naggy, and respect him as the man that he is. Don't down talk him. If you want to keep him on his toes, you respect him. You be consistent. You do what you need to do to stay affectionate, surprising, on point. Keeping him on his toes is not an option, but keeping him interested, the power is in your hand. You hold the ball in your court. Alexandria, I hope that this answered your question. This is Femininity with Mama Gail. Have a blessed and prosperous day, divas, diamonds, and dolls.